Welcome everybody to the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show, episode 400. And here he is, my hubby, North Carolina Vinyl Picker.
Hey, it's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show. And on this episode, we're at number 400. Can you believe it? The little train that could. Yes. Number 400. I got balloons everywhere. I got kazoos. I got my wife coming in. It's a big celebration. Might even have some pizza later. Yeah, might even have some pizza. We got a few things to show you today. I went down to Hickory, North Carolina last week. I had to go down there for the wife. And while I was there, I stopped into Far Out Records and Retro. And if you're down in Hickory, that's the place to go to get records. And they had a few things down there for me. I picked up this one right here. Yes, I was at this show, Songs from Tasongas, the 35th anniversary concert. And yes, me and Peter saw this over in Tampa at the Ice Palace. Yep, we saw this show. Awesome show. And yeah, for $5, Blu-ray, wasn't going to leave that behind. No way around that. Dan Fogelberg, I've just been listening to him lately. I like that little singer-songwriter stuff once in a while. Kind of cleanses the palate, you know. This album's called Phoenix, and it was produced by Joe Walsh. And he had a lot to do with the catalog of the late Dan Fogelberg. Somebody got me into this band, and I bought number 2. Now I got number 1, and I got number, I don't know what this one is. I don't think this one has a number. It's just called Waterfall. And it's a band called If. And they're kind of like Chicago or Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And they're really good. If you like jazz fusion with a little bit of horns and stuff, kind of little like Phil Collins-ish, then you're going to like If. If you're going to like Chicago, you're going to like this band. Excellent band. Spyra Gyra, he had this one there for $1. $1 make you holler. And I like me some Spyra Gyra. I like the Rippingtons and a lot of that AOR jazz. I listen to that stuff every once in a while. It's going to be a short one today, number 400. But on Wednesday, stay tuned because I'm going to have some cheap heat. Yeah, that's right. I went over this past week. I went over to, where'd I go? I went to Forest City, North Carolina, and I hit up a couple thrift stores over there. And I know a place over there that sells them for 50 cents a piece. Now that's cheap heat. And I got plenty of cheap heat to show you. And we got balloons. We got everything going on. And hang on, folks, because Wednesday we're going to do a special show for the cheap heat. So what did I get? Well, I got this stuff online. I got some stuff online this week. Galahad, for you guys that like that progressive rock, like IQ and the second wave of when Marillion and back in the early 80s, mid 80s. This band came around and started making records. And this album here is a live album. It's called Live in Poland, Resonance and Galahad. Excellent concert. I can't wait to play that. I've been waiting all week to play that. I'm going to play it tonight. I got to get back to my Yankee game here in a minute. There were 2-2 in the 5th, so I got to get back. Tubular Bells. I've been wanting quads of these two. These are both quad pressings. I got these in the mail. Got them for pennies on the dollar. And Tubular Bells is not an expensive record, but this quad pressing is going to sound freaking fantastic. And I've been wanting the Chicago 2 back in my catalog. I sold my original one because I wanted to get the quad. So now I got to look for the quad pressing of the first album. So there you go. Chicago 2 in quad, because don't sleep on those quads. That's what the vinyl archivist said. Yes. Speaking of excellence, how about a white label promo of Grave New World? My favorite Straubs album. It's before I saw the Straubs. I didn't see them until Deep Cuts. That tour, I saw that with my friend John up north. So, yeah, that was an awesome show. I got to at least see him one time. But this is my favorite Straubs album. I do love The Ghost, and I love that album too. Jeff Beck, Emotion and Commotion. my friend John, my other friend John, who lives all the way in Canada. If you're watching, Knothead, give me a call. This is Jeff Beck, and this is Emotion and Commotion. I remember when he turned me on to this one. This was Jeff Beck when he made this album. Oh, this had to have been in the 90s. And he hadn't made an album in like 8 years. So, yeah, looking forward to playing this. I had it on CD, but I'm selling all my CDs. I've been putting them in my Discogs. So if you're interested in buying some music, I have Discogs. It's an app. There'll be a link down below. And, yeah, it's an awesome app. You can get lots of records and CDs from all over the world. And I put stuff in there. I put CDs, I put LPs, I put all kinds of stuff. So enjoy your hunting for music. And if you feel free to come by and see me and check me out on Discogs. And I sell on eBay too. So Big Chief Vinyl 57, North Carolina vinyl picker. Found this one online for $5. This is State of Independence. This is a special promo. And it's like an 8-minute version of this. And this comes from Friends of Mr. Cairo. Donna Summer, I think, later did a cover of that. I ordered those two quads, and he threw this one in. The Best of John McLaughlin. Oh, talk about a guitar player. I saw John McLaughlin one time. Just one time. I saw him in, I believe it was Hartford, Connecticut. Or it could have been New Haven. And I went with my, excuse me. I didn't bring my drink. I saw him up there with my friend John, another John, and he lived next door to me when I was stationed in the Navy, and I was stationed at Groton, Connecticut, and he lived next door. He worked at the electric boat where they made submarines. Yes, and so anyway, me and John went to go see John McLaughlin. He just sat there. He played his guitar for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Belo Horizonte was the album that came out when I saw John McLaughlin. I'm just so blessed that I got to see him one time. What a guitar player. And I also picked up another copy of From Genesis to Revelation. This one here is called The Silent Son. This album and Trespass are Big Chief's two favorite Genesis albums. I stand by that. So where do we go next? Oh, so then I ended up going down to Charlotte, North Carolina. And that was last week one day. I had to go down and get my wife's ID updated, her military ID. And I stopped into Lunchbox Records, and there'll be a picture of me in front of Lunchbox Records on this video. And I didn't do a flip video there. There must have been about 40, 50 people in that place. They do a great business down there. If you're in the area down there in Charlotte, you stop in and see them people down there at Lunchbox Records. If they don't got it, they'll order it for you. And there's several other good record stores while you're down there. You can go to Noble Records, which is a little bit further south down in Matthews, or you could go to any number of ones. There's 2 or 3 more there in town. Mad Dog Records, and he had whenever I go into Lunchbox, I always make a right. I go all the way in the back in a corner, and I look at their krautrock. And they had this one there this week. I haven't played it yet. I've been too busy. Brain Ticket, and yeah, this one here is going to be awesome. It's a krautrock, and look at that vinyl. It's an awesome looking vinyl on that one there. And then this one here, I've already played this one, and this one album is by the band Ashra, and this was actually Ashra Temple, was a band name of a band in the 70s, and it was like minimalistic music, krautrock, ambient type music. And he had made 2 or 3 different albums. The album name was Michael something. And so they broke up, and then he went on his own and then shortened the name to Ashra. And I'm just learning all this. I didn't know all that. So then he made like 2 or 3 albums, and then I guess he went solo after that. So this album is really good. But if you like stuff like, who am I talking? Tangerine Dream, Synergy, Jean-Michel Jarre, that type of music, Tomita, Vangelis, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this one here. Pretty cool. The Happy Hippie wanted to know if this, or one of my friends in the VC wanted to know if this was a Hypnosis cover, and I'm not real sure if it is or it isn't. But there you go. And we're coming in under 10 minutes. So I'm glad you all came down to my big celebration, and 400 shows. Hard to believe that I've gotten 400 shows. So if you have a free day, just go back. You can watch all of them. It won't take you too long. Maybe just about 2 days, and you can watch all my shows. And I'm up over 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm looking forward to my Wednesday show. I'll be back Wednesday, and I'm going to do a show on cheap heat. Yeah, I got plenty of cheap heat. I'm going to show you a whole pile full. I got it sitting down here beside me. That all stuff I picked up for 50 cents on the dollar head. And I'm going to show you all that stuff come Wednesday. So be good out there. I got to get back to my Yankee game. They're waiting for me back there. And I'm going to talk to you soon. Support them troops if you can. And I'll be talking to you soon. North Carolina vinyl picker. And what do I always say? I'm out of here. I'm out of here with all these balloons. Hey, it's a big celebration.